So just a quick so it's Sunday night, so it's time to do a quick watch list for the week ahead. What I usually do is have all my pairs in the watch list on the right, and I'd usually have a look through all of these on a Sunday night and look for bigger movements. Whichever movements I do like, I'd highlight them in red and try to zoom into them on a lower time frame, like the 4 hour of the daily. And if any patterns appear that I'd like to trade, I'll move down into the 1 hour and look for setups. So I'm going to scroll through all these now and show you if I see anything that I would like to trade. So AUD CAD is the first one on my watch list, so let's have a look. You could probably see a potential move to the upside here for another touch, but I don't think I'll push that far. Looking at this daily candle, it really depends on how the market reopens at 10, but I would see a retracement before this happens. If that's the high, I'll be looking for AUD CAD to fall down to here, which is a lovely support level. You can also put another trend line in. So I'll be looking for sales here, depending on how the market opens. Something like this might appear. Yeah, so that's AUD CAD. That's what I'd be looking for. If it breaks higher, which I doubt it, I'd be looking for the same kind of setup with a buy. So something like this, the upside, fall and back up to touch this trend line and see what happens up there. AUD Swissy. I'm not really sure about this one now. It's at a major support and resistance, so I would probably wait to see what happens here. I can't see any key moves at the moment anyway. AUJ. Let's have a look. I usually look for rejection candles on the daily as well, just to see if there's a reversal pattern. Like for example, like AUCAD, you might see this fall down here to touch the moving averages. No, nothing here that's interesting. Now AUD ends at D, so serious consolidation here. But I can see a good move, a strong move as well on the weekly, so just be a high. Call this the low. Now I'd be looking for, that's a counter trend line break here. Not the cleanest, but it would do. I'd look for another trend line here just to indicate it's broken a counter trend line, it's retested, and you might get a move to the upside, but to me it looks too perfect. You might see it fall a bit lower, or it could shoot straight up right to here. Keep my eye on this as well. AUD NZD. AUD USD. It's a strong bull move. Oh, I'd probably see a reversal here. You might see on the even on the daily, if you have a look. Now, AUD USD, I'd always check the DXY as well. So I'd say dollar index is going to go up. So if dollar index goes up, AUD USD should go down, which makes sense. So I don't see this going much higher before it retraces, because it's a big move here. I could be wrong, but just how I trade. Have a look on the daily. That doesn't make much sense because it's already retraced here. So there's nothing I can show you on this for the way I trade. But I'll keep it here anyway. CAD Swissy. Nice uptrend here. What's the weekly shown? It could break this and go lower. This is the low it's ever been. But there's another potential move to the upside. So, like when you're looking at some on the weekly, you're not going to expect it to move up 1,000 pips. Do you know what I mean? Up to here. So you look for the smaller moves. Like I used to trade this pattern all the time, just Fibonacci retracement 786 extension to the 618. It's a possibility that this might happen again. So if it does, I'd look for a breakout and a retest, and I would buy from about here, maybe even lower. Really depends where it retests. If it retests the 618, you can get in on a nice trade. Or about what, 35 pip stop loss, let's say. Risk reward is very good here. keep my eye on this anyway. CAD Japan. Overall downtrend I see. Just a quick one here. Don't want to make this video too long. So for the moment, there's nothing here, but want to be looking for a move like this and selling this resistance level. Something like that. You'll see a retest here. That's how it plays out. Now, Swissy. Strong rejection here. So we'll keep an eye on this. Look at the amount of touches to the top. Support. So you'll be trading in between this level. Like that's a strong move here. That might even touch the bottom of this moving average, 90 pips. You could get a sick trade in here. $618. What's the stop loss here? See that's a massive stop loss. I'd avoid that. You'd want to really be getting in here. It looks better than it is. You want to be getting in here and your stop loss being, let's say, 35 pips, you know? Something like that. But for now, I'll stay away from this. It looks good. Looks like a good move, good retracement, but you'd be wasting your time using an 80 pip stop loss, you know? Euro AUD. Strong downside move. I would probably wait for more patterns to show up here. Euro CAD. Nice M form in here. Well, possibly something like this. No. So what I would be looking for here would be 100%. Maybe another move down, solid retracement up, and then a sell. And it would match in with the weekly projection I just showed you. Keep my eye on this. After a while of trading, you know by looking at a chart for 5 seconds if there's a pattern there for you to trade or not. Like there would be nothing here for me. Euro Great British Pound. I'd want another move to the downside, retracement, sell. Nothing here for me. Probably be expecting a move to the downside, but look, if there's no retracement and you can't get in at a good fib level, I wouldn't bother trading it. Is my camera there? It is. Yeah, I wouldn't bother trading anything without a good fib retracement, because you can't project where it's going to go to, or you can't project the stop loss either. So I just avoid it until I see a good solid pattern. GBP AUD is very volatile pair. So what you would normally expect for something like this to happen with a good rejection is for it to go up and touch here again. But over a couple of times I was caught out with something like that. So let me show you what I'm trying to tell. So if you look at the daily, it's showing a strong rejection to the downside, and you would expect a push up. But if you look here on the 4 hour, to me it doesn't look like that. Now, I could be wrong, but I've always been caught out. 9 out of 10 times I would buy something like this and it would always go down, because it's a trap move. So Friday evenings, sometimes Mondays, the market would form a trap move, which this could be an example of one, where people would buy here and then the market would fall down and it would just clean out everyone. It hit a lot of stops. So if you look closer at something like this, there's a potential move here to the downside. Just you would need to wait for another retracement. So maybe something like this, and then get in here on the 1 hour. Something like that. Keep my eye on this. So anything I'm gonna trade, I'll send into the group, so I can show you a bigger breakdown. This is just a watch list, so I do this every Sunday. Nothing there. If you want me to break down any pairs, just message me on Telegram and I'll do that right away. GU is very interesting. Well, it was November. I traded out a lot. Nothing here at the moment. NCAD, that's a nice little rejection move. I would probably see this go down to here. As you can see, the moving averages I use are close 40 and 50, and price usually bounces off them or moves alongside of them. Yeah, I'd say there'd be a strong move to the downside here. Something like that. I'd be waiting for a fib retracement, something around here, because you have your resistance and the support, resistance, and it's going to recreate that move again. If that forms, I'll send it into the group. Same here. So the daily candle would always indicate a strong move. If you have a look here, another one. That's that wouldn't really indicate much, because some people would buy that due to the candle on the left, the blue one. It looks like a bullish candle. 2 spikes, spikes, spikes. So move to here. Keep my eye on this. NU. The same again. Four-hour. it's good to draw these on your chart and see how they play out, even if you're practicing trading and not trading real money. TradingView is free. If you can draw your own charts and you can see them play out, then you know whatever strategy you're trying out is working. So another resistance, support, possible bounce up to here or probably higher. The 382 I don't really sell at or buy at. I usually see price retrace to 618 minimum or the 786. US dollar Canadian. Nothing here for me at the moment. Same here. UJ, small moves. You need to have a look on the 1 hour. Probably move to the upside here, but there's not much confirmation for me unless you're trading a W up. Could be a reversal pattern. Like if you don't see much on the chart, or if you don't know what's happening, best thing to do is stay away from it. Gold here as well. Gold looks very strong. You could see an outbreak here, but you could also see a fall back down. So just wait and see what happens here. Could see another retracement or to the upside. Back 2 years ago, I would have sold this, but I'd usually be stopped out just because there are moves here, but there's no confirmation. So if I don't see confirmation for a move, I stay away from it. I'll send this into the group anyway. You can have a look. If you want me to look at any pairs for you, just send them to me. If you have any charts you want me to look at, send them on as well. Any trades I'll take this week, I'll send them into the group also. Thanks for watching, guys.